Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the first episode of Love Hina. So, being a Patreon proud reaction essentially just means that it's an anime series reaction that was requested by a Patreon supporter who is at a high enough reward tier to do so. If you want to learn more about how that works, you can go to my Patreon, which is linked in the description box below. So, this is one of a few new Patreon proud reactions that I'm going to be starting up in the near future. There's a couple more that I'm going to start up soon. You can, if you want to know exactly when, you can look at my, wrong direction. My schedule that I do have on my About page. I do try to get it updated with a general idea of what my recording schedule is going to be like, so if you're curious when those start up, that's over there. But anyway, this series in particular, I was going to start yesterday, but I didn't have much time to do any filming yesterday, so it's happening today. Anyway, this series, it's a very old anime, like the version I'm watching is 480p to give you an idea of how old this anime is. But the premise seems to pretty much be a guy is trying to get into Tokyo University and is having some difficulties with that and somehow gets surrounded by cute girls because it's a comedy harem anime. So that's more or less what I get from the MyAnimeLIst page. So yeah, let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Jumping right into the opening. I guess that's our girls. Which is what you should start off with any harem anime opening. Her name's literally Koala. I take it she's a bit of a wild child. And our protagonist, who's literally surrounded by girls, yeah. They just hang out on the roof because why not? And what was he riding? But yeah, clearly a classic harem anime. Like very old school. Why the turtle, though? I thought I saw Winry from FMA for a second. Do seem to have a nice variety of the girls, though. Yuri? Probably not, but one can hope. And one of them I get the impression's violent. Violent tsundere, even though she doesn't have twin tails. Starting off with a flashback. You can tell it's a flashback because of the distorted edges. I I wouldn't put too much weight on that rumor. Wow, she's pretty forward. I mean, when you ask like that, how could you say no? That explains why I wasn't getting the Tokyo U, I guess. You're the only girl that ever liked me. Don't leave, please. At least promise to give me another kiss when you get back. When we meet up again. It'd be funny if he got in and she didn't. And how did it go? I'm guessing not well. I'm pretty sure the synopsis said he didn't make it in right away. And like he was studying to try to get in. Okay, a dream. I guess it was fairly obvious before, but that really clinched it. It's a dream. Wake up. I'm waiting for an alarm clock to go off. Not wedding bells, I was more thinking alarm clock. But, oh god. You're gonna get hit by a cold slap of reality soon, buddy. Then I'll get that second kiss. Well, that dragon took a turn. I didn't realize how bad the cold slap of reality would be. It wasn't even technically reality, that was just horrifying. And then she left me. It was horrible. It's a nice art, though. You can draw some pictures for me? Oh wow, the second time. That's gotta be harsh. Yeah, well, your life might take a turn with this place, yeah. The girls' dormitory. Wow. He's quite the fantasizer. Something we have in common. Don't interrupt. D for dragon. Well, yeah, I mean... I think you're being a little bit harsher than necessary, but... uh, uh, that nightmare, yeah. Guess who's gonna be the replacement? It'll be far better. Oh, you'll have one, don't worry about that. It might not be one you like, but... I like her character design. Just bolts on out. Her name is Koala, right? I'm sure the opening said that. uh... You seem to be more worried about this than anyone else. But they're talking to our protagonist, Keitaro. The hearts. Wow, dude. I mean, that's not horrible. uh, shouldn't just grab somebody like that. It's very rude. I mean, I don't think you even know this girl. Yeah, this is an old school harem anime, alright. I feel like the violent tsundere antics are gonna be my least favorite aspect of the show. He's not gonna give up, that was like the premise of the show. Don't look at us. Friends are only friends until you need money from them. Then they're gone. Sounds good. It's not quite Konohanate, but yeah, it's a somewhat close second. Now they literally are talking to Keitaro. Oh, I thought the show was gonna go by and he would disappear. But yeah, I'm sure he'll meet up with her again, like in the series itself. In fact, knowing what I know about anime, it was probably the twin-tailed girl in the hallway, since she was also trying to get a Tokyo U, probably. Well, I'm almost sure. uh, I think she needs you to talk to her. I'm not sure what her issue is, but I'm sure you can help. I'm pretty sure she was in the opening, so... He really does fantasize a lot. Please don't surround me. No drawing porn in public. That was just rude. This is gonna be a bit awkward. That line can be taken out of context. Should at least pick it up first. Is she gonna get back to him? That'll be how they meet up again. Is she trying to smile like in the picture? Yes, you can. She's not gonna bite very hard, I'm sure. So you're probably on the right path. Is the hot spring and lots of naked ladies. Which I'm sure is where the Hina and Love Hina comes from. Because he's gonna love Hina. Is anybody home? He's gonna like walk into the bath and someone will be in there. And he'll scream Baka and slap. I was joking. Well, I guess he's gonna meet someone. I mean, never mind the fact that it's a female bath, just go on in. Oh, he doesn't know he's gonna be the manager, superintendent, whatever they called it. Okay, so they coming after him. And that's at the moment he realized he was in trouble, but it was oh so worth it. And yay, the violent tsundere character. She's pretty accepting of this, actually. Not quite the reaction I was expecting. But hey, if she's cool with it, then just... I assume she's main love interest of the place. Oh, wow. She's very bold. Oh. He looks nothing like Kisune. What are you smoking? Why are you pulling him? What are you trying to accomplish? I don't understand. You finally clicked in your head, eh? That's not gonna help. Well. Oh, there's Kitsune. Okay, so that's why she thought it was her, because she knew she was going to the bath. Okay. Makes a bit more sense, but still. Is that really the response you give to an underwear thief? I want my compensation. Starting to get kind of a feel for what her character's like. Things just keep getting worse, aren't they? Without skipping a beat, he climbed that tree. I mean, he's making a good, a first impression. He's making quite a first impression. So far, he's only met with 2 of the girls so far. Oh, well, I guess that makes 3 if he runs into her. I wasn't expecting her to be a tank enthusiast. She's a very unique character. No, I bet she's not. There should be breaker stuff. Self-defense force. That's very dangerous. Well, it's a pretty unforgettable first day. You seem upset. Oh, God. That was an accent, to be fair. Can't forget that. I don't think he need to be that harsh. Oh, did we see her before? I feel like we haven't. He clearly knows her. And she's also gonna be violent, though. At least someone here to clear up the misunderstanding. Well, he's trying to. He hasn't quite made it. Shut up and go with the story. So we're just gonna pretend he actually is a student there. I guess it's an easy way to get some respect from them, but still, it's dishonest. Uh, uh, Gender studies. Or... You... I don't know why this didn't click into my head before, but... Was she the same girl that was there with him, like, that he grabbed a hold of? If so, why does he change her hairstyle so much? And yeah, that would also make her her. Though she looks a little bit different there, so maybe not. This is a great deal, dude. There's not much thinking involved here. Okay, it's not gonna be that great, but it's gonna be pretty good. Uh, yes, all of the above. You did not make it into Tokyo U. Trying to get your claws into him early. Oh, so it's a nickname. I think that makes sense. Kitsune would be a weird real name. Do you really have Naruto in both of her names? Well, I do. And if he's a proper self-insert, he should as well. uh... I don't think he got that impression before. Of course, before he didn't know that he was in Tokyo U. This woman. It doesn't work that way. Especially when you do it. I hope you're talking to Kitsune because she's the one, the sleaze here. Well, she's a horrible person. Again, Kitsune is the one you should be referring to with that. Yeah, of course you do. Yet it is oh so right. Contemplating life, mostly. What are you doing? Oh, so she really didn't know he was still studying to get in. Yeah. Assuming you have no problem with Little White Lie, this is the best scenario. Yeah, make the lie become the truth. Okay, so yeah, that confirms she was twin-tailed, I don't know, I can't talk anymore. The girl from that one incident. Lonely? The beautiful girls everywhere here. I should have a counter for how many of these dream sequences he's had in his head. That is not the Naruto I know. In other words, she knows he's not really in Tokyo U. But why did the hairstyle change? Well, I did until you said that. He's not gonna leave. Rather than not all lies being bad, I would say some are worse than others. Probably a better way to put it. I don't know why, but I just saw that coming. She falls on him and probably gonna hit him despite it being 100% her fault. Which is classic tsundere, violent tsundere behavior. Or maybe it'll go in a better direction. It does go in better than I expected. Just don't push your luck. How dare you touch my arm? That's illegal, don't you know that? But yeah, I knew violence was coming eventually. At least he actually kind of did something to somewhat deserve that, I guess. But still, it was just an arm grab. Not quite worthy of a punch. So she is gonna keep the secret. At least that's something, I guess. So only 2 people there are gonna know a secret. Temporary men's bath. Not quite as glorious as the female one, but maybe if you warm up enough to them, they'll let you and the girls one with them. Yeah. But then she'd be a completely different character. How did you punch him from there? That's exactly. That is not physically possible. And secondly, you're the one that talked to him first. The senile old men that always travel with the mist. Okay, we are getting ED. Interesting tone to it. A little bit different than the opening. Oh yeah, we didn't get much of the girl with long, beautiful hair. Like, everybody else had a decent amount of screen time in the episode, and she just kind of left. And we got a little bit of short-haired girl. Like with the sketchbook, which she still hasn't returned to him. I'm sure we'll get that soon. That'll be probably how they bond a bit. Did quite like the shot of Koala. So that was the first episode of Love Hina. And this episode, yeah, our main protagonist, Keitaro, he's trying to get into Tokyo University. I think they said he failed twice, so it's not great. Of course, parents aren't super happy with that. But he's still trying his best. He's not really giving up or anything. And pretty much the Hinata dorms, whatever they were called, he pretty much has a job offer to go there and be the manager there, which is something, you know, that's it's much better than his current living situation, I would say, by quite a large margin. And he actually met one of the girls there before without knowing it, but she had her hair in a different style. Which, yeah, at the time he didn't know that would be the other girl later on. Because for some reason she changes her appearance. I don't know if she's trying to be more stereotypical nerd looking at school. It's still a bit weird to me. Maybe she just doesn't want wanted male attention. She is kind of that character. I guess that might be the reason behind that. But regardless, that was their first meeting. Then he met the short-haired girl who later on, before he got to the dormitory, sitting on a bench looking all sad. We never actually got a reason why she looked sad. She just, you know, she saw his picture he drew of her being not so sad and just thought he was mocking her or something at first, but I don't think that was really his intention. I assume he'll meet up with her again and she'll like give him the sketchbook back, and then maybe we'll get some more information exactly what's has her so upset. But I don't know. Because we didn't get to see much of her beyond that. When we actually got to the dormitory itself, we saw a lot of 3 girls in particular. But when he first got there, he went to the bath, the women's bath. Like, I know it didn't actually say women's bath anywhere, like on screen at least, but it did say bath, and the sign was like a reddish color, which is usually the female bath, and blue is usually for the male bath. So either way, you probably should have still picked up on that, but oh well. He went in there. Naruto went in there. She thought he was Kitsune at some reason. Apparently her eyesight's not that great. because she just assumed it was Kitsune because she was going to the bath as well. But when she realized it was not, she got very, very upset. And of course, Keitaro was in the wrong in this situation overall, but still, as usual with violence in her characters, she goes overboard a lot. And that proceeded into him having to run around a lot trying to escape because of this whole misunderstanding. Luckily, somebody showed up eventually to clear up the misunderstanding. Haruka, I want to say her name is, his aunt. Of course, a new misunderstanding kind of arrived with them thinking he's a Tokyo University student, because I guess she just kind of assumed he was in because he took the test originally a while ago, so surely he'd be in by now, but no, he's failed a couple times, but he's still working at that. And even Naruto figured out the secret eventually because she met him before trying to get in. So, but luckily she was nice enough to not reveal the secret to the others, so that's good. So he agreed to be on board as a manager, and that's kind of what this daily life will be like going forward. And we did get a little bit on most of the characters, like Kitsune, the fact that she's a horrible human being, very scummy, trying to extort money and benefits out of Keitaro and all that. She's just she's that kind of character. Naruto is, like I said many times, just the classic violent tsundere type character. And she does feel like the main love interest of the series. Speaking of, I kind of skipped over this, but we started off with a childhood flashback of a girl making a promise with him, which is obviously a very cliche anime thing, childhood promises and all that. And then she moved away, and they made a promise again at Tokyo University together. So the series is making it fairly obvious that Naruto is that little girl. Almost too obvious, but like nobody else in the show so far looks like that little girl as much as Naruto does, so I really have no other potential candidates as to who that can be besides Naruto. Because if they were going to do something like that, they would make it a girl that Keitaro has known since like the beginning of the series itself, to make the reveal more powerful of when they reveal who that little girl actually was. But he also wouldn't want it to be super obvious because that would stifle the reveal, but I don't know. I guess we'll see going forward, but yeah, no one in that dorm looks as much like her as Naruto does. I think that's about all I really have to say on this one. But, yeah, time to wait for the next episode. Well, time for you to wait for me to react to the next episode, I guess I should say. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, the Dragon of Oshu, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon, and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.